Welcome and step inside the 2024 Kia Telluride SX Prestige V6 all-wheel drive. All right, guys, welcome into the 2024 Kia Telluride SX Prestige. The first thing you're going to notice is the dual 12.3-inch panoramic screen. You get a extremely big navigation system with the ability to do a picture-in-picture, which is what I call it. You hit this little button over here, you can actually insert your radio, weather, passenger talk, which is phenomenal. So when you have the kids in the back seat, almost like an intercom, you can say, hey guys, everyone be good back there, stop hitting your brother or sister, and you don't have to scream at the top of your lungs and lose your voice. Awesome feature. You could sync this to your calendar from your smartphone. You can also have a compass. Now let me show you the different views for the compass. Right here, this allows you for the adventurous type, or just like the Super Bowl ad, if you're taking your Telluride off-roading, you can never get lost. Don't leave home without it. And also, of course, the time. So it's very simple, and you can do an aerial view, or of course, make it full screen. You're able to then go to the radio menu, and then this is what it would look like full screen with the radio, or you can insert picture-in-picture and have your navigation screen on the right-hand side. So again, always stay in the know of what you're doing as you're driving along in your beautiful Telluride. Now, being that this is a SX model, it is going to have the new digital instrument cluster, which is awesome, because as you switch drive modes, you're going to see the gauges switch to kind of give you a different feel and vibe based on what mode you're in. Sport mode, for instance, it looks like some race gauges with the red analog, so when you rev it up, you just see it all go red, which is pretty sweet. Easy to follow, easy to use. At the bottom left, you have your full tank of gas. Here's your gas meter here. 364 estimated range here. This does have the highway driving assist, so if we were out in the open road right now, it would tell your posted speed limit signs. Great for when you're traveling across state lines, if you're going on a vacation or whatnot. So that way you know the speed limit before the cops are in your rearview mirror pulling you over. Another cool thing of the SX model and above Telluride trim is when you put on your turn signals, you're going to see on the digital display your blind view monitor pop up. This will be down the left-hand side of the car, and vice versa. When you put the right turn signal on, you're going to see down the right side of the car as well. One of my little cheat sheets that I always use when I'm demonstrating these features of the instrument cluster for my clients is I always say, think of this button right here on the steering wheel, the pages button, and the car is a book. How do you read a book? Well, of course, you're going to turn your pages of the book. So you're going to hit this button here, and you're going to navigate your sub-menus. If you zoom in here and you see little bullet points, you're then going to go to your steering wheel, and you're going to use your up and down arrows to navigate your sub-menus for trip timers and such. You're going to hit the page button again. It's going to switch to the compass. You're going to hit it again. It's going to show your all-wheel drive and tire pressure, which it is phenomenally huge to have your tire pressure ability to be displayed when you're out driving. Some simple stuff at the bottom right. Of course, you have your coolant or water temperatures. Right now, we're only averaging 8.1 miles per gallon because, well, we just started the car and moved it over. We are in sport mode, but as I change the drive modes, it's going to have a moniker down here to denote what mode you're in. So that's pretty sweet. And current mileage on the car is 16, brand new car like a baby. When you come back over to your navigation screen, you're going to see you have voice control recognition. So if the phone was paired, you can actually pick out some certain things to do, like change the FM, change the AM, if so facto. You also have your station list here. So you can go to channel list, and you could actually, in order, find the station you're looking for. Right now we're on satellite. You would set the station by hitting add, or if you know a certain number, like say 32, you could type in station number 32, hit OK, and then what it's going to do is it's going to bring you to 32. On the main screen, you're going to have your map button. The difference between map and navigation, map is where you're going to think of GPS, physically input an address or a point of interest. So down here at the magnifying glass, you would hit 12. Let's just use West Avenue. And of course I misspelled it, but it's going to come right up if you spelled it correctly. and it's going to give you your nearest location for 12 West Avenue, and it still pulled it right there, Springfield, PA. You're going to hit your top left arrow for your back button, and then your home button again. What's the difference between navigation menu? Well, the navigation menu is where you set preset destinations such as your home address, work, maybe a shore property. You also have your saved places for recents. You can also check live HD traffic to see what's going on, so you know of any alternate routes. And also the POI, or points of interest categories. This is huge because instead of having to dangerously look on your cell phone when you're out cruising down the highway to figure out where your nearest rest stop is, convenience store, ATM, you name it, you come right to the built-in GPS system. You might say, oh, we're getting tired, we need a hotel. You pop up your nearest location and you would navigate right up the road to the parkway. A couple other little things we're going to touch on is your phone. Of course, if we were Bluetoothed in, this is your phone menu, or you could project your phone by plugging in down here to the USB section for your Apple CarPlay or Android. Climate control is digital climate control. Here you can change right here the positioning of the fan and the defrosters. You can change the driver's side for the dual zone climate. Passenger, make your passenger side hotter or colder. You can also control the rear climate for your passengers. So if the kids are in the back and they're complaining, you can go right to the touchscreen and again, position it. Oh, we only want the fan to blow up top. You name it, you set it. Passenger talk is also huge because again, guys, be quiet in the back seat. You hit that button and again, hit end. It's going to mirror your voice in the back seat, almost like you're on an airplane. Quiet mode is fantastic. Again, if the kiddos are falling asleep, you're driving home from the shore, they're in the back seat, you're rocking out to some Van Halen, you hit quiet mode, and it's going to bring all the stereo up front for you and the passenger sitting right there in your brand new Telluride. It's going to let the kids sleep in the back. HD radio data is perfect for, again, radar, fuel prices, and traffic. Pretty awesome. Again, you want to know where the best price of gas is? You can see where it is, or even a life hack. If you're looking up gas, you could type in Wawa and you'll know that it's a super Wawa with gas, food, and coffee. Then you'll also have your setup menu down here. We can go into vehicle diagnostics, your navigation menu, the different sound menus. This is where you're going to really customize your driving experience. And you're going to see this one is an SX Prestige with the heads-up display, which I'm not going to be able to really capture on phone. But you could change the color, the positioning. You could change the instrument cluster. You can pick a theme, for instance. So right now I have it linked to drive mode. So when we change the drive mode, it will change the instrument cluster theme. Let's go over some basics real quick. I know this video is getting a little longer than I intended, but you're going to have your lane departure warning. This car between the lines will glow green if you're about to veer out of the painted lines down the road, but you can actually turn on the steering wheel button. You're going to see a steering wheel pop up next to that, and that is your lane departure assist. So if the steering wheel is on, the car will actively center you in the lane. If the steering wheel is off, it will give you an alert, but it's up to you to correct. This A with the little half circle and an arrow is your idle stop and go. So when you come up to a red light, the car will naturally cut power, which in the summer, it will cut power to the air because it wants to save on gas. So if you didn't want that feature, you're gonna hit a button right on the center stack down here where it says A with the off, and then that'll pop it on and off for you. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what video you would like to see next. Thanks, guys.